You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
I deserve the best. Leave that X to the next. Hi guys, it's Boy here, aka Miss Kelly Talat. And Falona, all know say you suppose you need for check out Liberty TV Online on every platform if you want to get the best form of entertainment in your life. So make sure you check them out.
What's good, guys? I'm Peter, AA Comba. Watch, make we left for the greedy, and let we left for the greedy because our when I'm going to check out Liberty Online TV on all social media platforms, and if you want to forget the best entertainment, watch out for them and always check them out.
Hey guys, this night you got Aminish. I dey follow Liberty Online TV, and I want you to follow Liberty Online TV. Now Facebook, now YouTube, and all other social media platforms.
My name is Leader Howard Tombo, Timbukenda Mama, and the winner of House of Star reality TV show season 1. I am right at Liberty TV, and I'm encouraging every Sierra Leoneans and every other nationality to always watch the Liberty TV. It's an online TV, and I'm encouraging you also go and follow their page on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and then you can get the best out of Liberty TV.
Hey guys, what's up? This is incredible JJ, Mr. Hodos J. Shout out to Liberty Online TV. Follow them on all social media platforms. Hodos J.
Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live na Liberty Online Television on the different platforms them also they get with this morning. We will bring come this Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show. Me na Mabel Kaba.
And me na Al Hassan Kuma. Good morning. Today na Thursday, May 2nd, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we will look at World Press Freedom, we na May 3rd, and the theme for this year na a press freedom for the planet. Journalism in the face of environmental crisis.
All right, well, as Al-Hassan Don Seluna, today at this edition of the Breakfast Show, where they can look at World Press Freedom Day, we're going to be the 3rd of May. May every year, United Nations be done put aside for observe this day. And also, definitely inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we're going to bring on updates from Parliament, as we expect, say, this morning, members of Parliament go up. They go for go elect, actually. They go for get election for the speaker and deputy speaker. We go for bring updates to Una regarding that. And also, now this edition of the Breakfast Show, we go bring on updates on the All People's Congress APC party, then parliamentary group. We said inside this May, then they begin do a monthly press conference. Outside they want for the talk about issues them we get for do with governance and self, how they go begin take up the action as opposition. opposition party na the country. All of that we get inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And remember, so yourself where they watch the Breakfast Show, go send me a message. So the number 074 200 545 074 200 545. Now the number for sending message to and be part of the program, or drop we you message and the comment section and the different platform them also you they get we dey live on Facebook, Liberty Online Television. We dey on YouTube, Liberty Online TV. We also dey on the website www.libertyonlinetv.com and many other platforms. The members say we are being powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, we continue with the Breakfast Show, and for can talk about the major topic na the program this morning. We get for do with World Press Freedom Day. I want to welcome na the studio this morning with studio guest Alphonsus Bani. We na the Executive Secretary Human Rights Defenders Network Sierra Leone. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
All right, there this morning we can talk about waiting get for do with World Press Freedom Day, as the world can remember this day for talk about the importance of press freedom and safe. How far as a nation Sierra Leone we don't come, we go get all of that in the discussion this morning. But they come there shortly, like we tell you now, with the All People's Congress APC party being done talk say May this year when I May within to so now. Then they begin their monthly press conference outside and go for the update the public on their role as opposition for the talk about issues in governance, challenge them way citizens and they go through and serve how then serve then say then go they provide experts them for discuss some of the issues here. Well, they talk to the APC Parliamentary Group spokesperson where now Honorable Dr. Umfa Sorigbe Kuroma, where with the link on the line for get updates on this particular issue. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Pleasure for being with you this morning.
All right, I just want to tell we viewers them, we see a release outside the All People's Congress, APC Party Parliamentary Group say when they begin get monthly press conference for talk about issues we get for do with governance and also provide some experts and forget this discussion so that as an opposition on go play on a role. Just firstly tell the viewers them why now the All People's Congress, APC Party Parliamentary Group they come up with this initiative.
Well, pretty much it's not a baby way we don't decide for born. But indeed, as soon as the world can note, we go to Parliament very late, state Parliament in October. And it's taken all this while for settle down and settle other things then when you get to do with Parliament and the membership in a Parliament and what it is in a Parliament. So as the time they unfold and as issues that they come up, we feel say it is imperative that we start now. And of course, we know that a lot of things that happen in Parliament, the public need to get them because not all man they follow the parliamentary proceedings then. But if we will get to press conference them, we will get to review them on issues them, we probably not will be within parliamentary activity or will be within parliamentary official business of the day. Most of the time when official business of the day or day, the only time we can address other issues there, now we will rise on SO 23 or we rise on SO 19 for invite a minister. But we did not say that calendar they move very slow right now in inviting ministers and for answer to the public. So I think say we as a group believe say it is imperative and timely for all to get them press conference here monthly to address the issues there, bring the information to the public, bring we recommendations to the public, and if we are against certain positions there, make the public they know about it, and we give alternative that what we will feel say government go do for let the people of this country see the prosperity what they all desire. We just celebrate independence, and in celebrating independence, the one key thing we Sierra Leonean they want now prosperity. If every Sierra Leonean say we are independent from another country, what's in the Sierra Leonean, the average Sierra Leonean one enjoying a prosperity, which means if we get in bread and butter issue, which means if we will feed in family, which means if we will enjoy governance benefits them, which means government therefore be transparent in handling the money of the country. The government impose now the people their money. And if government not handle them properly or prudently, the people then get to know how and why and what happen. So we believe say the issues they are there for the emanate. For example, the blackout issue now. See, the people will need for know why make lights not in the city. We're not going to wait for all time for let government be reactive. So we are constructive and responsible opposition. We believe so for be proactive and bringing the message to the people on a timely fashion.
Make now this particular initiative they come up. The first term of President Bio been done, and this is in second and final term in office as president for the Republic of Sierra Leone. What will be happening inside the first 5 years where the All People's Congress APC party as an opposition not been take up this particular position for ensure say on they communicate with the public on a monthly basis.
Well, if you note in the 5th Parliament, we leadership be the get press conference. Under Honorable Channel, the Right Honorable Channel Ramadan Abujuba, we will get press conferences them where issues them where they emanate or critical. So the issue of press conference is not new. The only thing that is new about this is that we've decided or plan on doing it on a monthly basis. But press conferences from Parliament, from the 5th Parliament, now the 6th Parliament, from the All People's Congress, we will not believe say a new thing. But now that we don't pledge for do on a monthly basis, then the public will see we more often, and we will think say critical for let that happen.
Honorable, looking into the trajectory at which the party they move, how you feel say the public, go accept to the fact say having a press conference every month, then
the last part of your message kind of break up and I'll get you Pablo Alexander. They break up still. I'm sorry.
I'll be the actor say looking into the followers and the supporters of the APC go able for stick to the fact say and ensure say when I give them the right information of waiting that happen at Parliament and other issues the way they happen at the country.
Well, absolutely, like we say, this is a people-centered initiative. Now we know say not everybody they follow Parliament, and of course, like I say, the business of the house not go permit we for discuss all issues them. But in that press conference, they will get a latitude there for discuss issues them and go in details and answer questions them. And I think say it is really bringing Parliament to the people. That initiative they're all about. So I believe say that something where the people then go welcome, and would they get a lot of news reports from the people and that then go appreciate this initiative. Journalists across the country also with this press release will do appreciate the fact say then go get more ability for day one-on-one or face-to-face with members of Parliament, because this initiative will not just one center in Freetown, but of course an initiative will roll across the country, which is we want to bring Parliament to the people even in other parts of Sierra Leone.
Now on a press release states say this initiative on a design for enhanced communication between the party and the general public, where on a say go foster transparency in governance, for articulate the party's position on critical national issues, as well as for hold the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP government accountable on the responsibilities to the nation. How the public get to participate in this press conference, where on a say on a want for enhanced communication between UNA and them, taking into consideration some members of Parliament not even the Gunadian constituencies?
Well, we know say knowledge is power. So when they have the information, they will have knowledge of what is going on. When they get knowledge of what is going on, then go ask questions. The way are they affecting their life if you relate to that specific topic they will cover. We believe say we all members of parliament, they visit their constituency. But we also know, say, this could be an opportunity for lady representatives, them, then they face to face with them people, them, and address the issues there where they bother them at that material time. So, as you see, it will be a laudable initiative, and it will allow the people there for interact with their constituents, and the constituents will get an opportunity for let them ask them, members of parliament, issues them directly, wherein not to the member of parliament no more votes then go did, but other members of parliament then back will get knowledge of the idea go share. Because sometimes it is the messenger, 90 people then can trust, and not all times the message. So if the messenger are different, then probably then go believe say, and if the message come up from various people them or from various sects them, then the people then go believe say, now a concrete message that they get, and then go get hope. What we want to give the people is hope that whatever is happening in government, they will know, and that whatever is happening in government, now they right for no. And whatever is happening to government, then go be the people, the government need for be held accountable to them, and the government gets a right for release the information and it to them in a transparent fashion.
For the take, because if you talk about interaction with the public on a normal day when you get a press conference, now journalists them no more kindedi. So is it going to be a town hall meeting?
Yes, absolutely. Some communities there has to be a town hall meeting. The journalists will be present, but as long as the space they allow for that, it will be a town hall meeting. So indeed, those are things we say therefore envisage and see how we make and work for the people. Because this message and this initiative will not be about us, and it is not about us, it is about the people. So in a manner that the respective communities then go will receive and that way they will say go take the information to them.
Them and former ministers them for discuss some of the issues here. How are they identify them people here?
Well, we already know that former ministers and then present, and we know ministers them way of fear of the issues. So we go ask their own, we will retrieve from their own archive information so they get full knowledge about. Because we must note, government is continuity. Project them where this government they run, a project them where the former government be does start. For example, if we talk about electricity in Akono, we talk about electricity in Kenema lights right now, we talk about CLSG light, we know to now it starts. It don't start in the previous government. If we note in 2018, when this government came into governance, then can a parliament back for ask for more money for put into this project, which tells you government is continuity. So definitely ministers won't be to work under the former government, get the knowledge of what's in them projects they do, the challenges they get, and the success stories they get, and how they tweak things then for let work in the people's interest. Similarly, so the car power ship now we water right now, ship what they have from the previous government. We'll see how we enjoy electricity that's in the city, and we'll see the challenges of electricity now. So for a lot of compare, a lot of contrast, a lot of ensure say what they do then, what different, what will be the get light, versus what they do now different, what will they get light. The only people that will go answer the question are people that will be don't get full experience on their issues and they at that time and they. Then say we need for resource from that knowledge they follow bring now to the people because we not go to get all the answers. Of course, we go to research them, but that will not be sufficient. Some has to come from the messenger. We get the knowledge about it.
You don't mention on waiting being done, una be done start before as a political party and all to this present time. With this particular press conference on the whole every month, which impact if you say this go create now the political space of Sierra Leone?
You get to understand, say we believe say it will be a participatory governance issue. We not left all things at government and for let them explain the story. We self get a side of the story we need for explain. And as representatives of the people, by extension, even though I'm a member of parliament in the Western Urban, according to the constitution, I'm a representative of the people of the whole of Sierra Leone. Laws that I make or participate in making, they affect all of Sierra Leone. So which means then people then they will know one on waiting they happen. Bringing parliament to the people, the legislative arm of government, which is the one arm of the government, will be something where the people appreciate from my standpoint. I believe say Nandandin at the advantage of this initiative.
The APC parliamentary group, when are they commence?
It will be this May, and we don't plan for doing the last Wednesday of this May.
A member of parliament from the All People's Congress APC party and also the spokesperson for the APC parliamentary group. Today we expect say this morning the members of parliament and for go elect speaker and deputy. Firstly from the All People's Congress party and as a member of the All People's Congress and member of parliament where they represent people. What do you make up of the procedures in terms of the resignation of the former speaker, Honorable Dr. Abbas Bundu? What do you make up of the procedure where you use, taking into consideration section 1591 of the Salon Constitution, where say if I resign to parliament?
Absolutely. I'm glad that you have asked that question. Section 159, subsection 1 states that the speaker for resign through parliament, which is by extension through the clerk. And as we note and remember and know, that letter they now come to we notice. The speaker resign parliament and can a parliament with a letter of resignation. All we saw was a letter from the office of the president accepting his resignation. So we will not say there was a breach of the constitution that points there. But now that it is, the resignation start from the 30. From that and I become effective. So we cannot get parliament or we cannot sit parliament with a speaker. So the first order of business today in our parliament are for elect a new speaker and a new deputy speaker respectively.
Participate in the election?
Absolutely. I believe the question you asked is APC they participate in the election. Yes, we participate in the election. Because say we say get a candidate who will want put for be a speaker and deputy speaker of this parliament.
The APC gets chances for be successful at this election?
Why not? Every election, if they go in it for win, and we get 54 members of parliament, and we believe say we get chance for win the elections. No side not get a clear 2/3 majority, and a clear 2/3 majority again for be 99 member parliament present, and of course, according to the constitution, section 80, when you elect the speaker, if for be 3 successive tries them for let them get 2/3. If they not get 2/3 in then 3 successive tries and then the next roll of election, the speaker will win by simple majority. So we believe say we get chance for law win that 4th phase of the election when we elect the speaker. For law we get a chance for choose a speaker in this parliament.
Congress they send 14 as speaker and deputy.
With deputies, with speaker will be Honorable Daniel Brima Kuroma, and the candidate for deputy speaker will be Honorable Aja Miata.
Una get enough numbers for able for win this election?
Just before you ask this question, I will say the great thing about this election is going to be a secret ballot. So nobody no need for exposing in voting, which means we sure say we'll get people on the side probably not go want the candidate who they want. We also know say we'll get paramount chiefs then also we will elect the candidate they will get. Even people on the side will elect the candidate they will get. So now that hopefully and that chance they will believe say we'll get by this election and we believe say we have a chance to win.
Online television this morning. That's now Honorable Dr. Umfasori Kuroma, where now the APC All People's Congress Party Parliamentary spokesman, where be the talk another interview there see the updates regarding the monthly press conference where the APC Parliamentary group get for starts for do inside this May for according to them for ensure say them make communication they've been there in the public and also for whole government accountable for the responsibilities them. And it just be confirmed that the interview also said this morning the APC go get for participate now the election where then go forget this morning forget Speaker of Parliament and Deputy Speaker. Later in the program we go get for gonna updates from the Parliament, the well of Parliament itself. Let we get the other side of the aisle for hearing from them regarding this particular election. We they continue with the Liberty Breakfast Show.
All right, continue for watch the Liberty Breakfast Show, as we always here every morning for bringing to you important information sent at the program. Well, today we look at World Press Freedom Day. We, as always, every May 3rd, we can observe World Press Freedom Day. We make Liberty Online TV one for look into issues them with regards to journalism and the press in the country. Well, the theme for this particular year celebration now a press freedom for the planet, journalism in the face of environmental crisis.
All right, well, we come now to a studio guest, as we don't hear it from Al Hassan. Today we look at World Press Freedom Day, because tomorrow the World Day remember this day where the United Nations be done set aside for ensure say then they talk about the importance of press freedom and also how they will continue for advocates for the press house them go be independent in different parts of the world. And from the time where the United Nations declare this day to now the 31st anniversary this of the day, World Press Freedom. We get in the studio with me this morning, Alphonse Gbani, when our Executive Secretary for the Sierra Leone Human Rights Defenders Network. Good morning once more, and welcome again to the Liberty Studios. So as we don't tell with viewers, tomorrow the world get for member World Press Freedom Day, and it don't take over 30 years where country them now the world don't remember this particular day. But let we limit the discussion to Sierra Leone, how the press don't tell like over the years before we can go into the different issues them. How you go describe press freedom na Salone currently?
Maybe before I go directly to the answer, let me just get the basis first while we look at why the UN decides to look at an international press freedom day. The whole issue is now for make how they try to celebrate the fundamental principles of press freedom and the purpose and intent of celebrating that particular day. Now for make at least we try for symbolize the important role of the press in the smooth and effective functioning of states. That's not the key principle they try for celebrate this particular day. But they also celebrate this day for make we defend media attack. But they also celebrate this day for recognize and for pay tributes to journalists that would have lost their life as a result when they perform their duty. And as we talk, Sierra Leone don't go through this all the time they try for talk also. We don't lose journalists the way they perform their duty in this country. And so now there are key areas that we try for look at why would they celebrate Press Freedom Day. And if we come into, we try for look at it into context. The question we ask, what now stands now on the issue of press freedom. Well, I would say we're in between. We're in between because we will give kudos to probably the current government, because even when they remove the body of criminalizing journalists because they do their job, and nobody know they because of your job what they do, therefore criminalize your work. So for remove that seditious and criminal libel when at part 5 of the Public Order Act, it don't try for alleviate the standard of press freedom in the country, but it only limits to that one day. So now I make a talk say now a balance like a 50-50, because it is not only removing the seditious libel, but now for ensure say journalists they do their work without fear or without intimidation and threats and attacks.
But in terms of independence of the media, how far you would describe say Salone don't come?
Well, in terms of independence of media, we don't see a number of media outlets, both electronics and prints, they don't emerge. So would they see some semblance of independence in the media landscape? The the print, electronics media, they conduct themselves, they organize their programs. Would they see very few areas that okay, say government don't shut down a particular radio or a TV station because of ABC, but we don't see a semblance of the evolution or the emergence of more media outlets, more press houses, print and electronic outlets there. So that shows there is some semblance of independence. How they communicate and how they conduct themselves, it be determined now by the public.
We all know the media gets an empirical role in terms of giving out information to the public. Like you rightly mentioned about the fundamental principles of the press freedom. So how best society be able to emanate from them starting principles, and you will have to look at some of the principles and we for guide us as a press or media personalities.
Yeah. Well, the media get their own code of conduct and their ethics, and I'm not going to speak too much into that. When you look at the entire press, the entire media, journalists as an entity within the human rights defenders network, or within the global human rights defenders family, and when they see them as an entity we get the rights for exist and for do their job, we therefore give out information, therefore seek out information, therefore speak truth to power, therefore speak truth to the community. And so from that perspective, it depends on how the media themselves conduct, because it just like way they do business. The way you package your business, now so customers they can buy. If you see some people now can read newspaper, so man, I get one or two for wait up. He said, "But salute newspaper." I said, "One thing no more now, almost like they go and praise somebody." So it depends how we package your message. Now they make people they know say we the constituents will belong to that press constituents, that journalistic approach. Will they respond to the needs of the people? So if we begin to go say with the pressing government, they will say, then and government people. If we behave like if we are aligning ourselves to the opposition, they say, this is an opposition member, this and that. If you come objectively, people they know they talk say, this whole country, I know they read no other newspaper now, this one newspaper they take, or this particular medium, now they listen to because they look objective. And so the way we package yourself, then they make people then trust the work what they do, the message what they give out, and how they perceive that message. So we get equally a role as to how we conduct ourselves and how we discharge information to the public.
So what you go say currently now the way how media them don't they portray themselves? Because if they refer to the way how then they work, you said are part of the public, you said don't they follow issues and we get for do it, how media they don't they work na salon, how they know they portray themselves?
Well, we see a gradual evolution within the media landscape in terms of how they conduct themselves now. But in previous years, it's like media. In fact, governments or some people in the city are like a dumping ground. They don't even give respect to the media. They don't even know the role and the significance of the media in governance and in reshaping the mindset of people. So they, because journalists they give them way, say, like I'm right about you, or begin to find a way for something like that, issue of blackmail, or I get information about you, I go begin to come and say, I get this for you, you can't bribe me, you give me small thing, I remain silent. So we don't see a shift from that particular pattern to a more professional approach in journalism. And I think we commend the entire family of journalists, not only SLAG, because you get some people who not a member of SLAG. So because they graduate themselves from that way, when they see some semblance of a state accountability, and that when they present themselves, then they make even the state they become jittery, and when they see a reaction from the state for attack, then when they do the try for hold them very much accountable.
All right, as a human rights defender, we don't see a lot of media attack on journalists. across the country on several occasions. How best your institution don't they go into that for see that we're able for protect or for see how best the right thing be done?
Well, I know we can therefore probably talk about how we don't do, but people they follow the network. We don't they take action, a number of actions for and on behalf of the media profession. We can advocate for some the way that get when they contact or in conflict with the law. We can also do protection mechanism. We can provide security equipment. We can provide medical. We can also provide legal support. We can also the last resort we could always do for do relocation. That is in the very don't say the particular journalist or the individual in life don't they at risk when we know say if you continue for stay around it will lose in life, then we do relocation to a safe country. We say they not at your expense, at the expense of the institution with other partners. That's the last resort we always.
Any situation like that don't happen at Salon we on a try for move a journalist way in like that at the time?
Yes, we don't do that the number for some period. So then we get serious threats where we'll be pulled them for some time. When the situation subside, they come back because we get normal time we can do relocation for 6 maximum 1 year. If we see the situation no conducive to the extent that they will try now for make you integrate yourself that the country we say you don't go do relocation. Years back, when they do relocation in Europe, when they send people from here, send them to Europe. As they reach Europe, they don't lose strength of their activity. So now what do they do now? When they send people they get to Europe, when they send people within Africa. So if like Sierra Leone are English speaking, if when they see somebody who don't in life don't be threatened, when they send you now an English speaking country. But that again, now we force priority. If the person who involved say he want to go to a French speaking country, the decision now we will not get the problem that enough for just relocator. And that make we don't get a number of what we refer to as safe houses or Ubuntu hub cities within Africa. We get some in West Africa, North Africa, Central Africa, East Africa, and Southern Africa. We can give you put somebody from here, say now all the way in Southern Africa. Just depending on how we look at we analyze the context and the situation at which you find yourself at that particular time.
When we talk about press freedom and also making mention of what you just talked about, the issue of trolling journalists, constant threats on them and their family them. Now the context of Sierra Leone, here we see Usai, if journalists they talk about issues we get for do with governance, once it not go down well with perhaps party A or party B where they listen them, it go align the journalists to certain issues and then they forget the fact say journalism, in as much as the journalist might get relationship with you outside the media, but they are not there to praising the government, but for also serve as a watchdog and keep the government on in toes on their issues here when they come up. Because with the see like see what they happen now frequently when journalists say something, they will come after you, then will send messages them and all of them sorts. Waiting una back na that side they don't do for ensure say the people and the public no say the journalists not there under for praising any government.
Well, one thing what the network they do now for make people understand the significant role of human rights defenders. When people understand, now that make even the word if you now the follow trend, it don't reach a time people don't even call the CSOs as civil society. They don't call now the word as evil society. But I can tell some politicians, say to me, I take great exception to that kind labeling the day. Because if I can remember when May 8, when some of we be there out on the street, when now they will start the principles of democracy in this country. We march to for the Sakoin house. No politician will be there in the streets. None of them, I can challenge anybody. Any politician will go tell me, say, if they there with we in the street on that particular day. So if a politician now they come out for the label civil society, they because then they speak truth. They don't align themselves to either of the party, apart from the one they come out openly for the day, either on the side of APC or SLPP, then they call them as evil society. Me, personally, I take great exception to that because some of we risk we lives on that particular fatal day. And till today, no successive government, they don't even recognize the life of the one they will lost on that particular day. We come out for say enough is enough for this accord. But right, they say so. The issue is that when they push for many people to understand, say journalists can get a role for play, and the role for play now for inform the public as to what they go on, and inform the public as what they go on objectively. People they get the right for digest, and I make a happy will get a number of TV stations and radio programs, radio stations. One of the things now this country will need to observe, we were hyper Sierra Leone, put something on paper. People hardly get time for read. Now few Sierra Leone get time for read, but people will get time for listen to radio, listen to watch TV, they look. And so with this kind medium model come up now, it helps for many people to begin to understand the role of journalists. I think sometime ago I can go now some country, now some parts of the country. As I reach some side, the women work talk. People can come, oh, excuse me, sir, one know if not that this voice, if people are like somebody can do na AYV. I say yes, hey, na thank you, we appreciate it. So in the time say they get more time for listening to radio and TV than even reading newspapers or even reading reports. And so going through them program, they are like what they do so as well they can for talk about press freedom. The one they listen and what they watch, it they help for me to understand the role and the importance of the media in nation building. And the Constitution make it very clear. If you go to chapter 3, where they look at recognition and protection of fundamental freedoms and rights of individuals, section 25 of the Constitution, they really talk about the protection of freedom of expression and the press. So which means the Constitution don't really recognize the role of the press. It's not only talking about the protection of freedom of expression, they say the protection of freedom of expression and the press. And if you take the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Article 19, they talk about the role of the press. You take the Universal Declaration on Human Rights, and they talk about the role of the press article. So they tell you how relevant and how important this particular group of people in society, they're good for make the country go before or it go backward. We see if people like they listen or follow trend in Africa, like what happened in Rwanda, a mistake of press pronouncements, it jeopardize the development of society, it undermine the security of the state. So when you get a press with very professional and they package the messages outside there, it help for inform the people in a positive direction.
All right. Continue for the with me at the studio, Mr. Agbani. We'll come back to you shortly. You still watch the breakfast show na Liberty Online Television, and remember, say you say for the watch, can add your voice to the discussion. Send me a message to the number 074-200-545 or drop with your comments na the comment section at the different platform them usai una the watch with this morning. Like we tell you now, the members of Parliament them this morning get for go elect the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and we've been hearing from the All People's Congress earlier. Also, we confirm say the one them where the APC they send for Speaker, they don't nominate Honorable Daniel Brahma Kuruma as Speaker. Deputy Speaker, APC nominates Honorable Haja Meata Amara as Deputy Speaker. From the Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, they nominate Honorable Solomon Singapore Thomas as Speaker and Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte as Deputy Speaker. Well, the election go for be this morning, and like I said, Liberty go for being on a live broadcast later after the breakfast show on waiting to happen at the house. But quickly, let me go on the line and get Sheku Ture, when a director for the Public Relations Department na Parliament. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How prepared Parliament did this morning for get the election of the Speaker and the Deputy?
Parliament is already for carry out in constitutional responsibilities, and today we expect the election of speaker and deputy speaker, and because Fambu where say the former speaker when our honorable Dr. Abbas Chegnobondo we don't tender in resignation to His Excellency the President, and His Excellency the President we don't graciously accept in resignation. So from the 30th of April, and in resignation don't take full effect. So there is now a vacancy in the office of the Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So as such, because of that vacancy there, Section 79, subsection 5 of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution say, once a vacancy does occur in the office of the Speaker, Parliament will go transact any other business except for the election of the Speaker. So today, Parliament go elect a Speaker and also a Deputy Speaker, and the Parliament of Sierra Leone will continue for constitutional responsibilities with regards legislation, representation, and oversight. But then somebody go curious for say, waiting this, who are the person will qualify for be Speaker or Deputy Speaker? Well, for purposes of the election of Speaker of the Parliament of Sierra Leone, the qualification criteria say if you be a Sierra Leonean and if you don't serve Parliament, for one term, or if you don't serve Parliament for 2 terms or more, and same way so if you be 40 years old and you for be nominated and seconded. So we get for see that today, and the Clerk of Parliament now get for administer the process, because it is clear that the Parliament now for administer that particular elections until we get a Speaker, and thereafter the Speaker will ask the Clerk for assistance and support her in the process for the election of the Deputy Speaker, where the Speaker get for preside over. Then Oda go be Deputy Speaker. For be Deputy Speaker, you must be a Member of Parliament. Then as such, you must be 40 years old. This is not part of the constitutional amendment of 2013 will be happen, and as a result of that amendment day, we will see in January 2014, Justice Abel Strong will not be the former Speaker and began for tender resignation under Section 79, subsection 4, paragraph B. We talk say if a situation occur or a circumstances occur, we prevent you or disqualify you from being elected Speaker. So as a result, even Dr. Abbas Chegnobondo, even though he resigned on health grounds, instead rely on that same provision when a Section 79, subsection 4, paragraph B. But then somebody also go ask say, when they elect a Member of Parliament as Speaker, what thing go happen? Once a Member of Parliament is elected Speaker, automatically under Section 77, paragraph B, say the Member of Parliament where they elect as Speaker, automatically they lost in seat, and therefore the seat will be declared vacant. A by-election will be conducted. We will also get a precedent day in 2014 when Sheku Badara Dumoyable, former Speaker, was elected, Speaker of Parliament. Then he represent constituency 100, Natonda Hill, and OBC say the seat be declared vacant. Then Honorable, Jawara Kamara Binkam replace him to a by-election. So then, for purposes of the Deputy Speaker, once a Member of Parliament is elected Deputy Speaker, he will still retain and maintain his seat as Deputy Speaker. So when you are elected a Deputy Speaker, you still maintain your seat as a Member of Parliament. But then when you are elected Speaker as a Member of Parliament, you will lose your seat and therefore you will become vacant.
Mention of different constitutional provisions them where you say Parliament they use now for elect a Speaker this morning, and also yes, hello. So Sheku, I get you loud and clear. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sheku. So they say it's good you don't make mention of different provisions them na the constitution of Sierra Leone where according to you parliament they use for elect a speaker and also a deputy speaker this morning at the well of parliament. But also let me go back to the resignation of the former speaker. The same constitution where you quote section 159 subsection 1 they also make provision say if I resign at parliament and also before the election of the new speaker, a copy of that resignation they for don't go to the opposition leader. Has that been done?
Well, that now you expectation, and if that not happen, then me and you two not there under any obligation. If the speaker don't tender in resignation and it don't send unto the president, we are the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and also now the leader of the SLPP, we now the political party in governance, then maybe now an oversight if the speaker not been copy the leader of the opposition. Me and you two not in a position for looking to the merit of that, except to go get the retiring or the former speaker for advanced reasons as to why, if at all, copy the leader of the opposition.
Resignation for go directly to parliament, but you said just make and clear say it been go submit now the office of the president to the president, even though he is the head of state. But the constitutional provision, parliament's been take him into consideration.
Well, the constitution make them very clear under the circumstances where the office of the speakership they become vacant. And I don't give you one example. As such, when section 79 subsection 4 paragraph B, and I believe saying that na the grounds where both former speaker Justice Abel Strong be rely on, and also the soon or the recent retiring speaker when Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu, same way so be rely on that. But then given the concerns where they raise, just as inter alia postulated, it might be an oversight, but then it is also not a requirement. And what is important is that they don't tender resignation and that there is a vacancy, and that vacancy must be filled through an election process.
Talk about oversights on the former Speaker of House in resignation.
What?
You talk about oversights, as you mentioned about section 79 and subsection 5. You talk about the resignation of the former Speaker of Parliament. Now, from waiting me colleague on the ask you, about section 51 of the section 159 of the Constitution, we say the Speaker of Parliament for resign through Parliament, but he decide for resign through the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. You're not facing a breach of the Constitution?
No, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of that. Right. You decide 159, except I go back and revert. But as the circumstances we discuss now are very clear, section 79, they tell you how then they elect a speaker. Say by members of parliament and a resolution not less than 2/3 of members of parliament. Then you get a proviso, section 79, subsection 2 of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution, get a proviso. It say if them fail on 3 successions, following the proposition for the election of speaker, if them fail forget 2/3 of the members of parliament on 3 successive occasions, then on the 4th ballot, the speaker will be elected by a resolution of a simple majority of members of parliament. And then Section 79, subsection 4, paragraph B, they tell you the circumstances under which the speaker they resign. And if circumstances occur where it go prevent or disqualify the speaker for being elected as speaker, now on that grounds they tender in resignation. But then if they say section 159 of the constitution, they explain how the speaker they resign, then I'm totally unaware of that provision. And an office say that 159 where it refer to get any merit to this discussion. Waiting get merit to this discussion, look at section 79, and in subsections, it will clearly inform you under which circumstances the speaker may tender his resignation. And I don't give the specific one when at section 79, subsection 4, paragraph B. So now on that grounds, the speaker will rely on for tender resignation. And I make reference to Justice Ebestrong and now Dr. Abbas Nobundu. So what in they refer to as 159, I'm totally unaware, and an office say it get merit to this discussion what they get now with regards the speaker's resignation.
Aspects of which outside the speaker of Parliament now to order they resign, to order they send a resignation letter. We just want to let you clarify that particular area.
The speaker not do anything bad for tender in resignation, to His Excellency the President. Remember, the President is also part, of Parliament. You go to section 73, 1, section 73, subsection 1 of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution. It makes it clear that the legislature of Sierra Leone shall be known as Parliament and shall consist 1, the President, 2, the Speaker, 3, the members of Parliament. So yes, the Speaker, the retiring Speaker, correct, for sending resignation to the President, because the President is also part of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
We all know say the clerk day on suspension currently. Would I go for preside over the election?
Well, now the clerk of Parliament for preside over the election. The clerk of Parliament for preside over the election of the Speaker. But given the current circumstances, the acting Speaker, we don't make it clearly now Parliament say, anytime the House sit, the clerk for sit with the House. Anytime the Parliament of Sierra Leone sit, the clerk of Parliament for sit with the House, the acting Speaker, we don't make that pronouncement day. So that now 1. The number 2, the Parliament Act of 2023 make it clear that in the absence of the clerk, then it will be assisted by his principal assistant when at the deputy clerk, according to the Parliament Act of 2023, that in the absence of the clerk of Parliament, then the deputy clerk go assist her in the execution of his functions. And given the fact that the acting Speaker pronouncement that anytime the House sits, the clerk for sit to the House, is a matter of ours. Let us wait and see, so that we will cross that bridge there. We'll not need for one. Let's walk slowly towards the counting hours.
Parliamentary cities or the elections where they do today, where is they on suspension?
Well, we don't need for belabor the point. The point very clear. Given the circumstances of the clerk of Parliament as at current, but then the acting Speaker don't make it clearly. Anytime the House sits, the clerk for sit with the House. And then the Parliament Act make provision say in the absence of the clerk, then the deputy clerk, same way the acting clerk, will assist her in the execution of his functions. So let's wait and see. It's a matter of hours. By 10 o'clock, we go don't know whether the substantive clerk of Parliament they return back for continuity administrative responsibilities or not. So it's a question of, or it's a matter of hours. Let us wait and see.
Parliament don't put in place for ensure say the thing will be happen at Parliament electing the period where they elect Honorable Hannah Abbas Bundu not repeat itself again today. Waiting differently Parliament don't do.
Well, Parliament, you know, House of Decorum, Parliament, House of Rules of Procedure, and Parliament set for the election of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker in a decorous manner.
Units na Parliament, we go follow the election na Parliament this morning. Outside the members of Parliament get for elect then Speaker and Deputy Speaker. And like I've been telling you earlier, from the Sierra Leone People's Party (SLPP), where na the ruling party then don't nominate Honorable Solomon Singapore Thomas when the acting speaker, the deputy under Dr. Abbas Bundu. Now the SLPP don't nominate for be Speaker of Parliament, and they also nominate Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte for be Deputy Speaker. The All People's Congress APC party, where na the main opposition at Parliament, they nominate Honorable Daniel Brema Kuruma for be Speaker, and also Honorable Haja Meata Amara for be Deputy Speaker. Of course, Liberty Online Television get for begin you live updates on waiting they happen at Parliament. So continue for like, follow, share, and stay glued to Liberty Online Television as we go for bring come that updates to Una.
All right, continue for watch the breakfast show as they bring you the very best of information this morning. Well, as today we look at World Press Freedom, as of course we then will celebrate tomorrow. We are May 3rd. We get somebody when a human rights defender. We can help you for talk more about this particular World Press Freedom. Na the country when honorable Mr. Bangi we deal with the studio. I think say little bit gets a problem for pronouncing him so far. We will continue the breakfast show this particular morning. Let we join Mr. Mr. Bani, sorry for the wrong pronunciation as we move along with the program this morning. We don't talk about issues that we get to do with press freedom for journalists in Sierra Leone, as you mentioned about the principles of freedom of speech, human rights, defenders them don't they work very hard for see that some journalists they know get certain issues like some attacks and way journalists and don't get over the years that the country. You don't mention some of the things that we not do for protect the journalists in there. As we celebrate tomorrow, May 3rd. So waiting with expect from owner as human rights defenders moving forward.
We don't push government for make sure we get a law where they protect human rights defenders. And once we get that law, it also protects the media group, even though we get the IMC Act of 2020, but to look at the body of journalists as human rights defenders, so they need to get double protection. So we focus now for encourage governments for make them pass a law for protect human rights defenders. And interestingly, the previous UPR, the Universal Periodic Review, the last one we then do for Sierra Leone, the government accept all recommendations pertaining to human rights defenders, including the one where they recommend say them for legislate law for protect human rights defenders. They accept them. So we want to make sure they will follow government for fulfill their commitment where they don't make that the international community say that they legislate law for protect human rights defenders. That will they follow. And we also make sure say they also look at the constitution where they look at chapter 3 as they talk where they deal with the recognition and protection of fundamental human rights and freedom of individuals, for remind them of their commitment to the protection of human rights defenders. And if you look at like Civicus, the monitor, the report for 2020-2023, they get 3 categories of assessing the freedom of the press or civic space in every country. They get one way it talks the open space, the one now obstructed, the last one are closed. When they talk say open, which means, bruh, there is no restriction, no, bruh. If they do the right, nobody in the car attack you, nobody will disturb you. That they talk say the civic space is open. The second stage where they up, they down. So now like the average, and I do with they don't classify with as Sierra Leone say civic space, it don't look obstructed. So at any point in time, either it can go up, say they open, or if they go down, they say it close. And when they say close, then a complete restricted area. You talk now self, you did behind the bars. You write anything before you remember like I said they don't come close here. Then talk say civic space don't close. Then at the worst side now for make people enjoy their civic liberty. And so they pray that also they way obstructed, let the government rethink and double up so that we go elevate for go back again. Say civic space is open at Sierra Leone. Other than that, I think it will be a good sign for the government, given the fact that we they enjoy a non-permanent seat in the UN Security Council. It not go tell well for the government politically and internationally.
All right, Mr. Agbani, continue for the with in the studio. They come back to you shortly. We will get for can discuss moving forward. Waiting need for be done for ensure say them protect this space, especially for press freedom for prevail. We continue with the Liberty Breakfast Show and still on the issue we get for do with world press freedom, where in a term where the world can use for dedicate them for look at the importance of journalism, freedom of expression, and then can use them for highlight the significant role where the press they play and for member people and making don't lost their life during when they work as journalists them. This make the network coordinator for Sky Women's World for Sky Women's Network where na Hannah Gillen don't say the reason we make journalists them, some of them na salon they enjoy press freedom now because according to them plenty pandemic can don't use them sell their respect and integrity where then they do them work. Well, let we listen waiting Hannah Gillen think about World Press Freedom Day as we reporter David Yankesi say be engaged.
World Press Freedom Day na day where all journalists all over the world, whether you know the fourth estate or the fifth estate all over the world for celebrate because waiting you don't achieve where with it where go make people they know say them people there then get work the way that they do, then they do in a way where people then they enjoy, then they do in the way where people and they sad. Oscar news where they give you is about make you get your freedom, but your freedom get limit too. Because if I get rights, my rights, also my rights begin. Now the other man in your right tap. So we for express with freedom where we not go able, where we not pull anybody. So what would they exercise that rights day? You get for no say, today na me freedom day. I get for talk waiting I want for talk, but now responsible talk I for talk. We not go pull country, we not go pull state, we not go pull community, and we go make people and go gladly back for come talk to me say, I will express myself a fine or enough fine, but I for express myself in a very good manner. So at the end of the day, not to me go get the praise that the community where I belong.
As I say, Salon don't join the rest of the world for celebrate this Press Freedom Day. But then with all waiting they happen with journalism at the country, you feel say the day is worth celebrating?
I go say a fine or enough fine, a good, enough good. Because I'm not saying that why they celebrate. Because let be fair. The fifth and the fourth estates na Salon. I don't know other country or they talk about my own country. The fourth and the fifth estates, where na them the people them na the country abopa, where news then go get better thing from them people and they don't mortgage them your integrity first, and where they mortgage them your integrity, nothing other way me they celebrate. Waiting I achieve what for celebrate, because I mortgage me integrity because I don't take political party make me order of me day. One, I belongs to political party. Two, I know they take the interest of the people and for go before. Now me party interest I take me party color. So when I want write, I they write elect me party don't pull thing. I they write and for let people and say me party good, which is bad. Elect waiting and go give you. Now you party. Elect na you they support that party day. Elect na day you day. But if you get integrity, if you get moral value, if you get uprightness, you can able for celebrate World Freedom Day. But if you not get none of them characters, then they, like where Englishman can say, manners maketh man. If you not get non-parenting in day, what you they celebrate? Because you self don't join the Concord I support. When journalists talk truth today, despite Papa governments don't pull part 5, per the Public Order Act of the vicious libel law, still journalists say they write and they didn't na sell.
Upon all what you don't mention, one thing where I catch now the fact say you say integrity and one of the things that way journalists are not lost, yeah. But then how you feel say we for go back now the drawing board for like we will gain that kind of integrity where we don't lost as journalists.
Let me tell you something. The journalists and the civil society, they don't few get that thing what we call the moral integrity and moral value in our society. Until we go back, we ask ourselves, say, waiting wrong. Some man go say, well, I no get money, I go to a politician, he give me money, I go write what I want for right. Whether that politician, they give you money or not, you get your conscience. Now your conscience and God. Now God give that politician the opportunity for let he give you that money. Dey. Not to, how for, now you help her. So if you want to talk about and in business, but waiting you supposed for do, you love and loyalty not to anybody, not to your country and God, so you forget conscience.
Upon already you done the talk, but then how you feel? What are some of the solution that way you feel say need for be done for like people address press freedom in the country?
We want good press freedom. We don't want for see usai government or individual they mortgage the space, because the space don't mortgage to few people in. And where that space they mortgage, other people are not get opportunity again. When people entice the space, now that's they give you fake news. You know they get the exact thing where you supposed forget. So it's about fake until people think Wallace Johnson in pen now be in mighty sword. Wallace Johnson, Isaac Wallace Johnson in pen now be in mighty sword he use. You see, I tell you, I don't understand these days for we young picking them where they come into the media world. I don't know if they want overreach at night. But I tell you, we been you get news, yes. We think of those Salako or Maxwell. Then they give you the exact news. If you want not feed me tomorrow. But if we begin send the exact message, people then they begin respect you. When you come on a university, now the mass communication department where you they come out the way they can. They not tell you say can take bribe. Now pen then give you for rights. Now the pen you they can use for tell people and say, yes, I'm a student from the mass comm department from the Frabe College University. When you write with your pen, elect you then a one older, they go fen you. If you want get freedom of speech goes with responsibility and obligation. Then now we want fundamental rights and they say, I get rights for talk. But whose kind talk are they talk? Now that talk will go destroy the nation. Now that talk will go make the nation go collapse. I'm not supposed for talk. But I for talk where the nation go grow.
All right, welcome back. You see the Watch Liberty Breakfast Show. From that report, we report do the video case with Hannah Gillen for Sika the World Press Freedom Day. We then will celebrate tomorrow, May 3rd. We will now bring you another issue inside the program this morning. As the National Coordinator for the Media Reform Coordinating Group, winner Dr. Francis Soa, don't recommend to government say therefore address the plenty welfare challenge where journalists tend to get inside the country. Government for ensure see the work hand in hand with the IMC or see our best then go for improve on the minimum wage for journalists we the work across Sierra Leone. Well, reporter Mohamed Kamara gets more and will now report.
The Media Reform Coordinating Group, MRCG, now one of the leading media development agency na Salone, we starts their operation inside 2014, where they work now for strengthening democratic dialogue as way for bring peace and ensure development through professional, independent and sustainable media based on the rights to freedom of expression and speech. For sake of this, make this be anthem. MRCG be joined with National Fund for Public Interest Media with support from the International Fund for Public Interest Media. Be all one meeting with some international partners and journalists them for discuss with them how for address the situation of journalists them for help improve the profession. Dr. Francis Soa, when are the national coordinator for MRCG, talk about the recommendation them where they make to governments and partner them for help address the media challenge that the country.
The third recommendation was about the media, and this now, so the first we have addressed were basically the first two to government and government-related agencies like the IMC. Now, in that conference, the third recommendation, we turned the satellite to ourselves. Those of us who were there as media practitioners. And we did say that we were also going to look at the media should commit to re-engineering this industry in order to boost the potential for attracting private sector investment and public subsidies. We realize that the current state of the media as it is may face difficulty in attracting the necessary support we need from the private sector. So we need to do some kind of re-engineering amongst ourselves. We were so bold enough to say that. And some key point there we said, the IMC, SLAG, and the Ministry of Information and Communication, then IRM, Guild of Editors, should come together to review and strengthen existing governance and management requirements for media institutions and agree on compliance mechanisms. This is about how we also want to improve our own environment. We talk about proper systems for measuring broadcast audiences and newspaper circulation figures. Today in this country, everybody is claiming I'm the best, I have the highest circulation, whatever, but we need the credible data. I mean, the last one we relied on is the BBC Media Action Study of 2016. There have been some updates. So we need to have some kind of serious audience surveys on the landscape in Sierra Leone. Media outlets should consider mergers and alliances. This one, it is not the IMC suggesting to the media, it's not the IMC forcing the media. Ourselves, I mean, let's be honest, what are we going to do with 500 plus media houses in Sierra Leone? So we said we also need to sit down and think about not closure, but mergers and what? Acquisitions. Make them viable and attractive. Okay.
Edward Kagbo, when are the BBC Media Action Country Director, talk about the role where they don't play for improve the media landscape na Salone.
For us at BBC Media Action, I mean, this is what we do. It is supporting media around the world is an integral part of the way we work. And for every opportunity that we have to make such a contribution, we take advantage of it, recognizing, and I'm sure we will all agree, that the media plays a very important role in the nurturing and sustenance of democracy. As the president of SLAG mentioned in his statement, this has been a journey, starting from the consultations that we've been having, all the way to the development of what is now a blueprint, as he called it, for media viability and media development generally in Sierra Leone, and that is the National Action Plan for Media Viability, which comes with a series of recommendations, 7-point recommendation, addressing everything basically that the media needs to evolve and to grow and to be viable in Sierra Leone.
For no waiting at the role of government for support the growth of the media na the country, Emmanuel Ebi Toure, na the Director of Government Information Service, na the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, been get this for say.
On behalf of government, as a ministry, we want to register our unwavering commitment to the media investment in Sierra Leone. And so there and then, this whole program was launched by the former minister, and we are part of now what we call the National Fund for Public Interest Media in Sierra Leone and serving as a board. This is all geared towards enhancing government's commitment to media freedom in Sierra Leone. Apart from government's counterpart funding towards this national fund that we've created, we see it necessary to also not only taking it at the government level, as my brother likely mentioned here, but even in our development plan. If you check under Part 5 of our National Development Plan, under that cluster for partnership and visibility, and the annex attached, part of it is investment in the media sector, which is already ongoing, as exemplified by our support to SLASH, our annual subvention. I think it's timely. We don't meet the time, but we do, actually. And it's a commitment.
Waiting na the measures them where the Independent Media Commissioner Salon don't put in place for make media house owner them go by as way for seek the welfare of the workman them. Khalil Kalon, na the executive secretary for IMC, beget this for say.
But I have noticed that a number of media institutions have their staff members which are registered with the IMC, but then they employ other staff members that are unknown to IMC. So normally at renewal time, what we do, we ask for 3 months payment vouchers, not necessarily to check them on whether they are paying somebody high or not, but we ensure that anyone that is paid on the pay list, for instance, must be paid above the minimum wage. And tax compliances are things we monitor. We ensure at the Commission that NACIT is compliant fully, the 10% payment by the employee to the employer and the 5% from the employee. So IMC is fully monitored.
Khalil Kalon end up say they go continue for monitor media house owner them for ensure say then give the right treatments to the workman them as way for improve the media landscape na Salon. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mohamed Kamara, the report.
Updates come from the All People's Congress. We said in the begin forget monthly press conference for all government accountable and also for bridge communication gap between them and the people. Also, we get updates from Parliament where this morning they go for elected Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Of course, Liberty Online TV, the team did it right now after the breakfast show. We get for going a live broadcast of that, and we get at the studio with Alfonso Bani. We they are so this morning we talk about World Press Freedom Day. We go for be tomorrow, and they don't talk about the issues them we get for do with press freedom na Salon. We come to and shortly for can talk about waiting at some of the things that we need for be done for protect the independence of press na Salon. But let me quickly look at messages where people on send at the program this morning. The very first one I go look at now the program it come out from for the Mustafa Toure, it said they will quote all the provisions that favor them without any argument and precisely. But when it comes to what favors the people, different interpretations will arise.
All right, take this one for Mystic from Dwazak. He said press freedom is vital in any nation. As being exclusive in their reform and transformation on the media landscape in Sierra Leone, I want to wish them well in their undertaking.
All right, this other one again from Mystic is say, in as much as members of Parliament will elect a new speaker, the question many Sierra Leoneans are asking, who will preside over the said election when the clerk is on suspension? Well, like you been hearing from the PRO from Parliament, it's still we just patient and see, or that's possibly go get for preside over the election we go up on a Parliament. And according to the PRO also, it tell we say the acting speaker, we now one of the people who they contest for be speaker, Honorable Singapore Thomas. They also don't talk say anytime when they get sitting at Parliament, the suspended clerk can act in the capacity. Well, we go see just now waiting go for happen because very soon Liberty Online TV go bring you updates on waiting they happen at Parliament. Let me just come over to Mr. Agbani, like we talk about the press freedom issues, and we don't come a long way as a nation, but the independence of the media, now one way plenty people on they say supposed to be sacred. But this issue again of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists SLAJ taking a subvention from governments, now one way plenty people on the is concerned say because the media are so poor in this part of the world, they make it hard for let them be independent because you can't buy the finger that feeds you. Is it okay for SLAJ for continue for take subvention from government?
Yes, as an institution, you know, government gets a responsibility for support the media landscape. It gets responsibility for support SLAJ as an institution. It not gets a responsibility for talk say all media workers in the government they go pay them, don't go to government work man them. And so as an institution, government got a responsibility. That no they prevent SLAJ for do their job. And I will give you I can therefore make things practical. I remember in the previous government under former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, we approached them because now a state responsibility for support the network or human rights defenders therefore attend regional and international human rights mechanisms. And in this context, we approach the state for say, look, we are bound for support we for attend the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. And they said yes, they agreed, they provide funding for two of we said them. Then me we get another funding. So now 3 people at that particular time. We go, we present, we report, we engage commissioners and other people. At that time, I mean, Frank Cabo was the Attorney General Minister of Justice. We don't talk though, we talk on the sideline. Now, Frank Cabo, we say, una kimino, una sleep customer, they change quick. We don't know what to tell. You know, what did they go discuss? Already now ask again, let them give it. Monty Jones at that time, we focal person, what they make with the get meeting interface with the former president. So now I say, you know, they say the president want to give money this people, what did happen the last time? Not saying what we go do. So they not be doing, but we'll still go. So I just try for bring this kind for make people understand the practicality that it not necessarily say if you give me, I don't need to do my job. Because your job now the paramount thing, and then they give you support because they recognize your role. And so tell them the relevant and important of your role in the organization by giving you that support. So don't work out pressing. If they give credit to government when they don't do the good thing, if they also critique them who said them go wrong. And for critique don't necessarily mean say na bad thing because each time when they critique, they provide solution. So if the government they listen, each time when journalists they critique the work of government, and they try for tell them say, we no need for change A, B, C, D because you know in those parts like also don't show this because you don't used to it. Now somebody they can now they can take notes. So if it tell you, it not tell you for make it offend you, it tell you for make it take notice say now so something don't go wrong now one part of your house so you can clean her up and move on. And that's the role of journalists.
Your experience where you get like you mentioned with the formal administration, you know see that still they continue because government giving fund to IMC really expecting some regulations could they under with regards to how them for able for do them work. You know see that now in that one of the storming block with regards to journalism practice.
No, not to storming block. It's not I tell you now the perception they will get a wrong perception. Let give you an outside experience. Not take like the United States from former President Donald Trump. He appoints a number of judges na the bench. When election become the past election, if you want make sure say the election for say he win, then create a lot of things. It take beaucoup cases na the court. The same judges the way he appoints. Now the judges they throw the case na court say there is no evidence study. Not the way you suggest say there was voter fraud. So the whole thing, it is not about the president appoint you or the government support you. It is about your own integrity. How do you conduct yourself? Now the whole thing, not what they give me, they make me do. Now as I get a responsibility to the people of this country, and we national pledge, they make it very clear that first line. Say I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. They're not talking to president or to the money government they give you. No.
So
if not the one they give the support, say, I get a responsibility to this country.
Because now that's my next question. Like how you don't state other countries and the way the government they give subvention to the media, but that not mean say they not for do their work. Also for draw the line and that some people not can understand. Say in as much as you go to get support from governments, but there should be a clear line for no say professionalism, ethics of the profession need for be guarded. Even though you get subvention from the government. So at this point, outside the media and a salon for draw the line?
Well, I know what it takes for the media because they said all what they say is from an outsider position. I just think say the media can for maintain their focus. Let them just be focused and strategic in their work. Hey, you see, I can tell people that in the field of human rights, you get two things. You get money, you get integrity. And I see that the journalism. If you follow money, they get the money, lost integrity. Yeah. If you take integrity, now money they trace you. The money when they can't reach you. We follow it, we take integrity. Because people know you. And they talk, that person they compromise, that person get expect. People they can't meet you for do their job because you don't take integrity. You hold the money, they can't, but lost integrity, you are nowhere. And so it left to the journalists and for them to decide whether they want to take money as against integrity or integrity as against the money. And so now individual choice, a choice of large, but are they encouraged? We all in this field, when you follow integrity, people will recognize you, people will follow you, the money will follow you. And I'm glad the way when they talk about investing in the media. If we not package yourself well, no private investor no they can invest in you. The whole thing is you get a package yourself well by your conduct and with your integrity and the way you respond and communicate to the public. Not to just I mean a media man, one thing said you begin back there. No. Write something way meaningful, where they create the impact and way relevant to the society. You know, we just say something, you want to create impact, but the impact not relevant. You don't need to do anything. That thing they do, if you get the relevance to the society, if you change community and society, if you influence the minds and the opinion of people in society, and that's the role of journalism.
So at this time, as the media, tomorrow the world will go for celebrate World Press Freedom Day, and with the wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show, what's going to be your word of advice to the journalists and sector authorities and the way they in charge for ensuring that they protect this space for let it be as free and safe for people where they practice?
I will start with the authority that if you get power today, tomorrow you get for less power. Just protect that space, because tomorrow if you left power, you get for easy, you get for equally make use of that space. Not because you get power now, you think say nobody enough for talk about you. And if you don't let people talk about you, not going to governance. Because governance is a public issue. If you there is separate corner, journalists will go begin dig the corner which they do inside. No, you go there in your own business. But once you don't go to public, allow them for make them raise their voice because you are representing the public, and that's the role of journalism. And they encourage the government, make them continue for open the space, make them allow the situation move from obstruct civic space to an open civic space. And that's in the minute too. Because the more you do that one day, the country they sweet, everybody they enjoy in liberty, everybody they enjoy what it is supposed to do and give contribution to the state. For we own group, we the journalists, that constituency, and they always say, do you not package yourself well? When we do a good job, not really they talk. They say good player, not the fed for vest. Now they can be and say, yeah, look, this vest can't go play. So they are the big no fed for vest. But let people they can't fed for we and let them acknowledge. Lord, we just change with approach, we change with conduct, and we and respect each other in this field. Lord, we not begin to say we superior pass all that group or we pass better passes on that group. But if we work collectively, we share knowledge, we share expertise, we share experience. I think this field will be a better field and it will transform this country.
Alright, many thanks for you come to the studio this morning. In name na Alfonso Bani, the Executive Secretary, Sierra Leone Human Rights Defenders Network. I've been in the studio this morning with the talk about World Press Freedom Day. We're going to be tomorrow, May 3rd. And also we've been doing an update from Parliament. Like I've been saying, as the breakfast show the wrap up, we also get for give una updates on waiting to happen inside the well of Parliament. For Leona Sef, we know then Parliament go see how they go for elect then speaker, sorry, today Parliament elect the speaker and deputy speaker. So stay glued to Liberty Online Television. We go for bringing you the updates live from the Well of Parliament. Until we meet again another edition, Mina Mabel Kabade say goodbye.
And Mina Alhassan Krumah, have yourself a comfortable day.